Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful channel, on this beautiful day. How you guys and girls doing? Hope you're doing great as always. Please check out the description box for all the nice links. Also drop a like, subscribe if you like the content. In this video, we're gonna do what I promised, and we're gonna check out convex shapes and regular polygons or whatever, and circle shapes with less points. Now these are interesting. Now if you want some cool looking enemies in simple games like this, you can manipulate these too. I had a hard time getting the convex shapes, these polygons I was talking about. Technically everything is a polygon here, but these convex shapes with free-forming shapes like this that you can create are a little more different. So I want you to go in and read here about these because you can do a bunch of things with them. I don't use them all that often, but this is the point here. So you have to do it in a certain order, a clockwise order, for them to work. You can't just do it randomly, like assign a bunch of random points. That's why I'm not actually going to be using these right now in this video series, because what I wanted to do eventually was the same thing that the circle shape does, a lot easier. So what I can do is just give a circle shape with a random number of points, and it will show a different type of circle shape. So 3 plus any random. So 3 might be the least, otherwise you'll just get a line like that. So this is what I'm going to be using instead. Hopefully you're not disappointed, but we'll get some enemies that look a little different. So if we jump into the code, I'm going to go ahead and create a new class called the enemy class. And no base class here. Virtual destructor, boom. Then we'll have our little enemy class. We're working with header file, source file. Everything's fine. And I'm going to do the if and def stuff. I'm just going to copy that here. As soon as it allows me to. There we go. Enemy. Whoops, what the hell? Enemy. And then and if. Good. So I know which one I ended. And now we have a enemy class. And this class is going to contain our circle shape and our HP, the damage the enemy does, how many points it will give us, all that good stuff. So that's what we want to do. In the last video, as you saw, we created the shooting mechanism, and we'll take a few videos first to get to the attacking of the enemies, but at least we'll have an enemy out on screen today, hopefully. So the first thing we need for that is to include some type of a graphics thing here. So I'm just going to include this again here. There we go. Good. I think we only need graphics since that includes the SF circle shape. Good. Shape. And then we're going to have, of course, our int HP, int HP max, maybe some int damage, int points. All right. And do we want to... let's see. Well, that's fine. That's fine. We might have a type here later, maybe int. Like that. We'll figure it out. We'll go from here. Then we do need a void init variables here, and I'm gonna separate this. So I'm gonna do an init shape here instead. If it's questionable if we need that, but we'll see. We'll just go ahead and do this. And this. I might randomize it right in there. And to randomize, remember, we need to check if we have our random stuff going. We don't. So I just want to do that. Include time.h. And then we're going to do a srand here. And then time 0. There we go. Time t is already a unsigned, so static cast 0. Oh, whoops. Oh, sorry about that. Static cast int unsigned 0. Boom. Good. Now you guys should know how to do this. This is just initializing the seed from the time for all random stuff. If you don't know about this, check out the documentation on that on the C++ page or any C++ tutorial, even mine. It's not that tough. All this is just a seed for the random, get a random number. But if we go back to enemy, so the way the circle shape works, as you could see here, that's why I had this open. It's a good place to read as well, these SFML tutorials. But if we look at the circle shape, we'll see that we can create a circle with a number, and that would be the radius. All right. But we can also set the radius manually, and we can set the point count. Now, as you saw here, and there's also a constructor for that. That's what I'm trying to get to. When you have a radius and a point count, so you can give it in one constructor, and that will create different shapes like this. And I want different looking enemies, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This shape.set radius. Now, if we were creating this directly in the constructor, we could give it those two numbers directly in there. But since I'm not doing that, I'm gonna do it manually here. So I'm gonna set the radius to rand anything between, let's see, where is it? There we go. So what could we do? We could do let's do 50-50. 100 might be too big. 20 plus 20. All right, so it's gonna take 20 and then it's gonna add 20 to that. Should be fine. And then we're also gonna set point count. So random 100 plus 3. So 3 might be the least. Hopefully that's how that's gonna work if I remember my C++. And don't forget to call these in the constructor here. Init shape, this init variables. Good. Now we need to initialize the variables as well. Just gotta copy all of those in there. Boom. Alt, hold down Alt while you select to remove all that stuff. And then we're gonna do this. Whoops, okay. Type, just give it 0 for now. Like that. HP equals 0. Or should we do it like this? Equals whatever, 10. HP damage equals 1. Points equals 5. So it's a very generic kind of enemy right now. Then you don't need this. Literally, you don't need this, but I do like this. So I don't know why this isn't working. Hold on. There we go. This. Good. Good. So that's initialized. Everything's fine. We'll have an enemy here. Now I just want to render this enemy out. I do want to set a position here. So SF, or we'll have float pos X, pos Y. We'll do this way. Pos X, pos Y. Good. Just so we can create the enemy at a certain position, which is very important for us. Good, good, good. We do need to set the position of it. This shape dot set a position. Set position. Yes. Pos X, pos Y. Very nice, very nice. That's good. It will initialize. Let's initialize the shape and everything first, though, before we do all that stuff. Good. Now we want to include our enemy. Enemy.h. Now we can create an enemy for ourselves. So let's go ahead and try that. Where do we do that? Let's just do enemies. Just a random enemy, just to test out. So you don't have to. Worry about or just think about this at all. Actually, we'll initialize it here in player. This enemy equal new enemy, and put them at, I don't know, where do we put them? New enemy 20 20 20f 20f. So it's not right in the corner, but it's somewhere around there. Good, very nice. Now what we need as well here for our little enemy is some functions quickly. A void update, of course, and a void render. SF render target pointer target. Good. Let's define these functions for ourselves as always. Good, good, good. Now that we have these, I'm just gonna write functions there. It's always good to comment your stuff. This target dot draw this shape. Very, very simple. So now we can draw or render our beautiful enemy here. Let's go down to the render function. Window clear, player, bullet render. This enemy dot or this render this window. Good, 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 good. Let's see now. Okay, I'm using a reference there. That might confuse you guys. All right, I'm gonna use the same thing in all of these. But yeah, first of all, I want to see if this comes out here. Good, that came out, and you can see it's not perfectly circular. I'm guessing if I keep doing this, I'll get a different type of enemy. All right, the radius is smaller. Okay, all right. So if we go back to enemy just before we quit, let's remove this. Let's say random. Rand 20 plus 3. So hopefully this should give me something else. Yeah, that looks a little more jagged, depending on the rate. Oh, there we go. That's a nice looking enemy. Good, good. All right, guys. So there you go. That's it. That's it for this video, I'd say. We have some enemies printing out. In the next one, I want to make sure we can hit our enemies, and then also maybe start off with some GUI stuff. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. Take care. Check out the description box for all the, all the information. Also, all your support is really, really appreciated. So thanks. Take care. Best of luck. See you guys and girls in the next one, right? Bye-bye.